Hey, good morning, everybody. Today's lesson, we're going to be talking about inscribed angles. If you guys remember, before we left out for school, we were working with what was called a central angle. And if we remember, an angle with the vertex at the center of a circle is a center angle. So, if we move over to our first circle that we're looking at top, that's an example of a central angle. The angle is coming out from the vertex of the circle, and with the central angle, the degree of measure is equal to the measurement of the circle's arc. So as you can see, the arc of that circle, and we've went through exercises where we've measured and determined the arcs of a circle as well as the sector area of a central angle. So the top circle, your measurement is 80 degrees. So on a central angle, if the arc measurement is 80 degrees, then the measurement of the central angle will also be 80 degrees. And that's exactly what our definition states. The measure of a central angle is equal to the measure of its arc. Okay, so now let's fast forward to inscribed angles. With an inscribed angle is similar to a central angle, except that rather than how a central angle, the vertex is located at the center or midpoint or vertex of the circle, an inscribed circle, the vertex of an inscribed circle is actually going to lie on the outside of the circle at some point. It could be here, it could be over here, it could be anywhere on the circle. So, and you're going to see different situations of that later on with your exercises. And now if we move over for the definition of, or not necessarily definition, but just as far as regarding the measure of an inscribed angle. The measure of an inscribed angle is going to be 1/2 the measure of its arc. So if we go back over to our inscribed angle, which is here, if the degree of measurement of the inscribed angle's arc is 80 degrees, then the actual measure of the central angle is going to be half of that. So half of 80, or half of 80 degrees, is 40 degrees. So, it's not too difficult to remember. If let's just say that the measure of this inscribed angle's arc was 40 degrees, then the measure of the central angle would be 20 degrees. So just remember that the measure of an inscribed angle is 1/2 the measure of its arc. So it's pretty simple to remember. I think this exercise and lesson should be pretty easy for most of us, but the difficulty level is going to kick up a notch on your assignment. Let's look at this inscribed angle that we have listed as an example. On this example, and I'm going to try to move in here. Now, something that we need to consider when looking at your exercises is that what we're trying to find here is a little bit different than what we're trying to find here. So just on finding the measure of a central angle, just on a simple scenario such as this, you know that if the arc is 80 degrees on an inscribed angle, the measure is going to be half of that, so we have 40. Now, if we move to this example, it looks a little bit weird. So let's take a look at what's going on. One thing that we need to remember, we need to recall some of our previous lessons where we talked about how the outside perimeter of a circle is going to measure 360 degrees. So that doesn't matter if your circle is this size or the size of a nickel. It's still going to be 360 degrees. So this example, we've been tasked with finding x. So an x, they're wanting, well, basically, so this is our inscribed angle, and they're wanting us to find x. So let's just look at what's going on here right now. So if there's 360 degrees in the circle, then that means if we're just looking at degrees, because you guys may not know where to start right here. All that it gives us, it doesn't give us the measurement of this particular area. So all that it gives us is the measurement of this particular arc section. Okay, so now let's look at this circle again. This circle is cut directly in half with one side of this angle cutting through directly across the midpoint of the circle M. So if your circle is split directly in half, then that means if a circle is made up of 360 degrees, if you split that in half, what is 360 degrees split in half? We're divided by 2. It's 180 degrees. So we know that the measurement of this side of the circle is going to be 180 degrees. Okay, so now let's look at what's going on. So if this half is 180 degrees, and you need to pay attention to the information that each example is giving you. If this side is 180, then that means that to complete the measurement of this circle of 360 degrees, that this side also has to be equal to 180. Okay, now if we look at our example, it gives us a arc degree of measurement of 50 degrees. So this section here, the measurement is 50 degrees. So now, if we know that this complete half is 180 degrees, and if we know that this section is 50 degrees, then that has to tell us that the remainder of the circle is going to be the difference of 360 degrees minus 180 degrees, and then we're going to subtract 50 degrees from that, and that gives us 130 degrees. So if we take into account that this side is 180 degrees because the circle is cut directly through the midpoint of the circle. So 180 degrees, this is 50. A complete circle is made up of 360 degrees. Add these two up, get your total. 180 plus 50 gives us 230 degrees. So if you subtract 230 from 360, this gives us a measurement of 130 degrees. So the arc measurement of this section of our circle is 130 degrees. Now let's add them up and let's see if we get 360. So 130 plus 50 is going to give us 180, and then this side is half of the circle, so if we add 180 to that, then we get 360. Okay, so great. So we did our measurement check, and now we need to look at finding x. So, working with an inscribed angle, we know that the measure of an inscribed angle is 1/2 the measure of its arc. So, if this arc is 130 degrees, then x would have to be half of 130. 130 divided by 2 is 65. So x is going to be 65 degrees. X is equal 65 degrees. And that is going to be your answer. On most of the exercises that I've assigned, or not assigned, but from the exercise that I've assigned, the questions on there are going to be, they're going to introduce you into this pretty slowly, and then you're going to get to some problems that look like this. So what you need to keep in mind, I don't want you to give up, but we got to think a little bit about what's going on. We got to think a little bit about what information is being shown, and we have to think a little bit about the total degree of measurement in the circle, and where our inscribed angle is located in relationship to that circle. So, I'm not going to go into great detail on this, working out a bunch of examples. I want you guys to, take the initiative to, see how far that you guys can get on this by yourselves. Remember, if you have questions, and everyone should have questions, you're going to have questions. If you don't have questions, then fantastic, but I know that there are some problems on there that are probably going to make you scratch your head a little bit. If that's the case, good. You guys know how to reach me. You guys know how to call me. Get a hold of me through email, get a hold of me through my phone number, or you guys know that I'm on Google Meet all the time. So all you have to do is click on that Google Meet video, and I should be there. And if I'm not, hit me up on my phone, and then I'll get right back with you, and then we can do a Google Meet. So, happy Monday, everyone. The assignment that I'm about to post today isn't going to be due until Wednesday, so I'm going to give you guys some time to do it, because there are 20 problems. I will include an attachment that contains this YouTube video. It will also contain the worksheet that you guys need to be working on, and it will also contain a Google Doc. Within that Google Doc, I'm just going to have it listed out 1 through 20. So all that you need to do on the Google Doc in order to submit your answers is just put the answers only in the Google Doc, and then just submit it. So anyway, you guys have a great Monday, have a great start of the week, and I will talk to you guys throughout the week. All right, so take care. If you have any questions, again, let me know. You know how to reach me. All right, you guys, see ya.